Hi again, it's Riikka Kovasin here with my second post for Seth Apter Creative Team this month. I'm tackling the different textured pastes and using different elements as my inspiration. Today I'm going with fire. I chose the Flakey Paste to represent fire. It was the last one I chose, so that was kind of what was left in that way, but also the flaky texture reminded me of ash or like coal, so it relates to fire. And also you can imagine the little flakes to be little flames or little parts of flame, so in the end it worked out nicely. Where I wanted the earth to be really matte, for fire it was totally opposite. I want this to be shiny and lustrous and sparkly. So the background layer even has some shine to it. I used one of the new pearly mediums for my background, the crushed coral, but again I wanted a little bit of variation, so I tinted or dyed the paste a little bit. As fire, it's not only reds, yellows and warm tones. To me, fire needs also that black, kind of the coal and ash. That's the end result. I then swapped to darker or black mediums. First, I'm using just black stamping ink and some stamps to create a little bit like a touch of texture to the background. Next up, I'm using the same ink but through a stencil, so I add a little bit bolder markings to the background as well. Then it's time to add the actual textured paste to the piece. Like with earth, I'm also coloring this paste to match up the fire theme. For the coloring this time I'm using the icing pigment ink again, but also the spray I have at hand. As the spray is more liquid, more watery than the pigment ink, it results the paste also being a little bit looser, but for this project it's okay. I also try coloring the paste using alcohol ink. It works okay, but the shade is pinkier, more pinkish than with the spray. And for this project, that's not what I was looking after. I again use a palette knife to mix the colorants into the paste and then use the palette knife also to apply the paste directly to my piece. Now that the layers are dried, I need to add some red on top because the pastes look too pink to my eye to be actual flames or connect with fire. For this, I'm using different mediums. First, I add some pigment ink on top. After adding the pigment ink, I then swap to icing ice and add some of that to the project as well. First, I'm trying to use my palette knife to apply it, but as the paste is so textured, I swap for a paintbrush. I also add some golden ice before going for even more lustrous or sparkly paste. The last paste I'm adding is one of the new diamond pastes called Golden Bronze. That glittery paste gives me the idea to include something flaky but golden to my project, so I go back to Icing Ice Slurpee and use that as an adhesive to add some golden mica flakes to my project. They echo the flaky texture, but still add the shine and sparkle I wanted for the fire. As the last detail, I'm again adhering the symbol of fire to the piece. This time I again used the same metals embossing powder set, but chose the golden tone from the trio. It's called Weathered Gold. Thank you for stopping by today. I hope you liked the video, and I hope you'll be back tomorrow and day after that to see the 2 remaining videos. See you. Bye bye.